One CPC project, One Chip Personal Computer, Part 3, by doctorand engineer economist Robert-Bela. One CPC proposal, summary for Part 3. One CPC, results of this idea. One CPC, physical layout proposal. One CPC, the motherboard. One CPC, common pins, and one CPC in the marketing view. One CPC, results of this idea. The objects presented here are simple objects. The use of this made of different from animals. One goal of the One CPC project is to get on this list and by being accessible to everyone, and to be a commodity product at a commodity price, like the objects above. The cutting edge of technology has Intel, AMD, ARM, Samsung, Hynix, Xilinx, Texas Instruments, and other companies. If we compare the electronics domain to a spear, these companies produce the cutting edge of the spear, the newest and best products. However, One CPC would be the grip of it. There is no spear without the grip. One CPC, physical layout proposal, socket 140. The One CPC concept is addressed for everybody who is interested in this domain. It is conceived to be compatible to other chipmakers' products. Socket 140, meaning the number of pins, is proposed for this design. It can be a good playground or sandbox for other chipmakers and/or chip designers too. In these two images can be seen an older existing chip on the right and how would look like the proposed new One CPC design and final product. The pins would have the same size as the older BIOS chips did. One CPC, the motherboard. The motherboard should have in it a hole for the future double-sided PCB designs and products realized by other companies. The hole can be seen in the right image. By using this hole, the user would be able to insert even a double-sided chip, system on module SOM, or system on package SIP. A plastic chip or SOM holder can be used to fix the chip in position and assure that it will not fall out from the socket. This holder can be just under the PCB board, as is in the picture above, or it can be on both sides, like a sandwich, so the module will not fall out. One CPC, common pins. One CPC is conceived to be a real SoC, but other chipmakers can use the same pins and motherboards for their much more complex and much better products too, by making their own SOPs, system on package, or SOMs, system on module. Here are the number of pins presented. The local area network needs 8 pins, VGA out uses 6 pins, sound in for a stereo 3 pins, sound out 3 pins, RCA, analog video output 3 pins, USB 10, meaning 5 USB ports without power pins, HDMI 19, attention, not used in One CPC generation 1, serial uses 9 pins, PS2 4 pins, power to chip around 10 pins for future better and more power consumer designs from other chip makers. In this image is the example of pins and definitions of the pins. One CPC will not use in generation 1 the HDMI controller and output, and only 20 active GPIO pins are proposed. The rest of the GPIO pins can be used by other chip makers or chip designers. The ADC should be on 24 bits for future brain implants. The GPIO pins can be reprogrammed, for example in case of the parallel port. The driver file modified with the corresponding pins number. The same would be the situation in case of SATA and PCI Express ports. 1CPC in the marketing view. From a marketing view, the 1CPC concept presented here is made for a very huge niche in the market, for those who can't afford a normal, let's say standard computer. In the next slides I will present you a list of components and its afferent price list of a computer. To buy a new standard computer, the costs are like this. At the date of 4th December 2015, the prices of a new computer are: the cheapest microprocessor costs about 130 RON, about $31 US. The cheapest compatible motherboard is about 140 RON, about $33. The cheapest RAM memory module with just 2 GB capacity costs around 67 RON, about $16 US. The cheapest hard disk drive of just 500 GB capacity costs around 210 RON. It's about $50 US. The cheapest computer case with power source costs around 130 RON, about $31 US. Totally, the cheapest basic computer costs around 677 RON, meaning the equivalent of $161 US. It has no optical unit, no dedicated graphics card, no keyboard or mouse, and no speakers, or not even a monitor. The problem is that a lot of people on the globe can't afford even these prices to buy a computer. And here was presented only the hardware part, but the software, operating system, and usually any other programs can cost even more than a whole computer. 1CPC is a new way, an opportunity for the companies from electronics domain to make a better image about themselves. Image used in marketing and public relations domains, and they can obtain publicity without expensive advertisement. The image above is a joke, but 1CPC will really have the patron company's logo on it. End of part 3. Thank you for watching.